This is ABC 7 News at 6.
A budget battle is shaping up in the Maine legislature. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. Democrats advanced a supplemental budget today despite Republican opposition. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the story.
We're not going to be passing a two-thirds budget today. I just want to get that out on the record.
Senate Republican leader Trey Stewart is talking about the governor's supplemental budget, which passed the Appropriations Committee last week with unanimous support of those present, despite two members being absent who had already voiced their opposition. Democrats say they negotiated in good faith despite Republicans crying foul.
The first time in many years, we are taking up a supplemental budget that is a true emergency. A bill that if we fail to pass in a manner that allows it to go into effect immediately, will have dire impacts on the health and well-being of Maine people, a devastating impact on our healthcare economy and our rural economy, and basically disrupt the basic functioning of our government.
The supplemental budget includes two areas of funding, one to help with the extermination of spruce budworm, a parasite that affects trees and would impact the Maine logging industry, as well as a Maine Care funding gap that would force DHHS to stop payments to medical and long-term care facilities.
Huge implications. About two-thirds of nursing home residents are covered by Maine Care, so if this budget does not pass and there's a Maine Care shortfall, our provider rates might be cut, and that will cause big problems for them being able to stay open.
Republicans say the reason for the budget shortfalls rests completely with the Democrats, who they say for the past two legislatures have failed to compromise with Republicans and instead passed majority budgets along party lines.
Maine Democrats passed majority budgets that overspent and didn't prioritize properly, and now we are out of money. Not only that, we're going into the next biennial budget with a $500 million shortfall, and this money that now has to be prioritized for hospitals could go towards filling that shortfall, i.e. overspending, but instead it is being used as a bailout.
As of this broadcast, the legislature is still debating and working on passing the budget, and will bring you the vote totals when they become available. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, supporters of a bill that would help fund family planning services gathered at the State House today. They held signs and handed lawmakers letters urging them to pass LD 143. That bill proposes $6.18 million in funding for the network that includes 61 service sites, telehealth services, and a mobile unit. According to a statement from Maine Family Planning, 70% of patients who visited these providers in fiscal year 2023 qualified for free or reduced cost care. The statement says their services include a variety of things, including testing and treatment for sexually transmitted infections, birth control, cancer screenings, vaccinations, gender-affirming care, and behavioral health services. LD 143 does not include funding for abortion care.
Maine DHHS and the Maine Child Welfare Action Network have released a plan aimed at promoting the safety and well-being of children. Governor Mills announced in 2023 the two groups would work together to develop the 5-year plan. She said children and families often end up interacting with Maine's Child Welfare Agency long after the needed supports could or should have been accessed. The Maine Child Safety and Well-being Plan builds on the initial goals of increased legislative investments in family support services and strengthen community collaboration to expand local support networks.
Well, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on Monday directed the U.S. Army to change the name of Fort Liberty back to Fort Bragg, but there's a twist. Fort Bragg, which is located in North Carolina, was originally named after Confederate General Braxton Bragg. That name was changed to Fort Liberty during the Biden administration after a law was passed banning bases from being named after Confederates. Hegseth signed the memo on an Air Force plane above Stuttgart, Germany, renaming the base after Roland Bragg, who is a Mainer, paratrooper, and decorated World War II veteran.
Pursuant to the authority of the Secretary of Defense, Title 10, United States Code, Section 113, I direct the Army to change the name of Fort Liberty, North Carolina to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. That's right, Bragg is back.
Roland Bragg was born in Sabattis in 1923 and was stationed at Fort Bragg with the 18th Airborne Corps before being deployed to Europe for World War II. He received the Silver Star and Purple Heart for his actions during the Battle of the Bulge, where Bragg saved another soldier's life by stealing a Nazi ambulance and transporting his wounded comrade to an Allied hospital in Belgium. Quite an extraordinary story there.
Absolutely.
All righty, well, let's go ahead and hit pause here and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you, Beth and Devin. As you see on the radar, some nice snow has developed just in between Presque Isle and Bangor for today. Getting a nice push just south of Presque Isle. Some areas could be seeing right around an inch of snow there as of right now. But as we continue on, highs today in those upper 20s here in Bangor. Saw 29 degrees for our high. We did see those low 30s by the coast. 31 in Bar Harbor, 30 for Rockland for today. Lots of areas in those low to mid 30s in the southwestern portion state. But as we said yesterday, the temperatures did stay cooler. We did see 26 in Millinocket, but low 20s for Presque Isle and Holton, 19 degrees for Clayton Lake in the northern portion of the state for today. Winds from the southwest right now, a little bit of breeze. We see 13 miles per hour here in Bangor, 15 in Bar Harbor, so most of that breeze is staying by the coast. Everywhere else seen right around that 5 to 10 mile per hour range, but still gusting near 15 to 20 at times. The winds will calm down going into tonight as well. As you see with those low winds, temperatures will drop once again. Still some clouds out there, but we'll see some clearing skies by the early morning hours. That'll drop our lows near -6 degrees for tonight. Beth and Devin.
Thank you, Chase. Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our Grace Blanchard was in Brewer to highlight how one local organization is giving back to the community.
And the Bangor Regional YMCA recently revived a large monetary donation from the Hollywood Casino. We'll be right back.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit your Maine Chevy dealers.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
When a big storm hits and damages our electrical system, we have a planned approach to get the most customers restored at a time.
We begin by assessing the scope of the damage and helping first responders address emergency situations like down lines across roads.
Then, before you see us in your neighborhoods, power restoration begins at our substations. From there, power travels long distances over these transmission lines.
They're next on the repair list, followed by the lines in your neighborhood.
As we work to bring the most customers online at a time, we'll keep you updated throughout the process. Please remember to report your outage either online or by calling us at 973-2000.
Please stay safe while we work hard to get your power back on.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. After a series of fundraising events this past year, the Greater Bangor Association of Realtors donated thousands of dollars today to several charitable organizations in the Bangor community. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
For the Greater Bangor Association of Realtors, a part of their mission is giving back to the community they serve.
This is truly like our favorite day of membership meeting. We love seeing these people, we love hearing the stories, we love talking to them, and we really love giving them money.
In their latest gathering, the organization announced they were donating over $30 grand to multiple nonprofits.
Some of them are funds that we have raised as the Greater Bangor Association of Realtors, and then they were also matched by the Maine Association of Realtors Foundation, and so we were able to give quite a bit of money away today.
The donations are going to 3 local organizations that each support the community in their own unique way. including Penquis, the Elizabeth Levinson Center, and OHI, which supports those in the community with intellectual disabilities and mental health issues.
We know we do important work. It's very nice that other people recognize the important work that we do, and to the point where they're willing to donate their money to support that.
Penquis plans to use their more than $8,000 check to support their Good Neighbor Fund, which helps folks with fuel assistance who are over the income guidelines.
It's huge, huge. That $8,000 will probably help around 45 households. So that's a lot, and it's great. We can't thank these folks enough.
Without support from the community, the recipients say their work would not be possible.
The more people can learn about these nonprofits and their needs, it's huge, and having people in the community being willing to support and help is just, I don't even have words, really.
In Brewer, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Bangor Region YMCA got a big boost for its capital campaign earlier today. Hollywood Casino presented them with a check for $100,000. It's money that was collected at the casino's parking garage during the 2024 summer concert season.
The support that they give to the community, the amount of people that utilize the facility, the amount of people whose lives are touched in a positive way because of the incredible efforts from the YMCA, we felt that it would just be a natural partnership.
We are restricted in the number of people that we can serve, so we're having to even turn children away in our early education program and our after-school program because the facility is just small, outdated, inefficient, difficult to maintain.
Dickerson says they will be announcing plans for the Y a little later this week, so stay tuned.
Still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, our Jody Ursi was in Herman to highlight an eccentric class being offered at the high school.
And in sports, Maine hockey pulled out 2 big wins this past weekend, and we will have that story right after the break.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
Mainers know the toughest battles aren't won overnight. And when it comes to quitting smoking or vaping, it may take many tries to get it right. The Maine Quit Link provides the tools you need to stay on track. Free gum, patches and lozenges, plus customized plans to fit your life. No insurance, no copay, no cost to Mainers. No matter how long you've smoked or vaped, quitting is possible. The Maine Quit Link is proven to work and can increase your chance of success. Quit like a Mainer. Enroll online at mainquitlink.com or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
Embrace the journey, where each moment turns into a cherished memory. Ensuring life's journey and experiences along the way. AAA, we're always with you.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, folks. We'll start on the ice tonight as the 5th-ranked Maine men's hockey team picked up 2 big road wins this weekend over the 7th-ranked Providence Friars. The Black Bears beat the Friars in a shootout on Friday, then picked up an overtime win on Saturday night. It was the 2nd time this season that Maine's won both games in a road series against a top 10 opponent, and this time it's all thanks to forward Taylor McCarr, who tallied 3 of Maine's 4 goals throughout the weekend, willing the Black Bears to victory.
It's remarkable what he's doing right now. It's the hottest stick in college hockey, honestly. He's going out there and just competing, so confident with the puck on his stick right now. He's using his feet, which is his biggest asset. I mean, he's an absolute unbelievable skater.
I just honestly think the work we're putting in as a line, as a team, and it's just consistency working on the plays, working on underhandling, doing the things right, and obviously Nolan's been playing awesome, feeding me the pucks and stuff like that, but overall I don't think there's any major key to success. It's just, getting pucks to net and finding ways to do it.
Back in October, head coach Ben Barr said McCarr has a ton of potential, and it's on him and his staff to make sure he exhausts that potential. Well, McCarr has a career-high 13 goals with 9 regular season games still remaining.
He's been pretty consistent all year. The last couple weekends has been really clutch, obviously, but he's simplified his game, and he's got ability that we didn't teach him. He's 6'4" and he can skate like the wind, and he's tough. He can shoot so. You add all those things together, and if he plays a simple game, it's very, very effective.
Let's go to the hardwood now. High school basketball prelims kicking off today with some girls action. We'll have those highlights later for you. But let's talk some Celtics for a second. It was a tough January for the C's, but they've now won 6 out of their last 7, capping off an impressive road trip with a win over Miami last night. Once again, it was the Celtics leader, Jason Tatum, paving the way for Boston. Tatum posted his second 40-point game of the season over the weekend and followed it up with 33 last night in their 103-85 win over the Heat. Tatum will be a starter for the East All-Stars this coming weekend. It's his 5th consecutive All-Star appearance, and right now he's catching fire heading into the All-Star break. Here's his thoughts after the win.
Just trying to stay aggressive. Hopefully I can put 2 really good halves together. But we're playing well right now. Everybody's contributing. 2 big road wins this trip. So it's a great road trip for us.
The Celtics are in action on Wednesday against the Spurs, their last game before heading into 8 days off with the All-Star break. That is all the time we have for sports. Here is your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you very much, Jack. As you can see out there for today, temperatures in the upper 20s here in Bangor, 29 degrees for our high. And we did see those low 30s along the coastline, 31 in Bar Harbor, 30 in Rockland. And we saw lots of low to mid 30s in that southwestern portion of the state today. Looks like Lewiston, right around 34 degrees for your high. But it was cooler up north, Millinocket in those mid 20s for today. Low 20s for Presque Isle, Holton, and Clayton Lake, right around 19 degrees for your high up there in the northern portion of the state. For tonight, we will have some decreasing clouds out there. We will be in the negatives once again, right around -5 to -6 degrees is what we can see here in Bangor. Temperatures still in those single digits above 0 along the coast, but as you see up north again, temperatures will be cooler. Right around -11 we can see in Caribou, possibly getting even colder if the skies are clear up in the northern portion of the state. Bangor for tomorrow is going to see right around those low 20s. It is showing those upper teens, but we'll have mostly sunny skies. That'll bump up our temperatures a little bit, so right around 21 to 22 degrees is what we can expect for tomorrow afternoon. But yes, temperatures a lot colder up north. Expect single digits in the northern portion of the state. Average high this time of year right around 30 degrees, so yes, we will be well below that, but then we'll be a little bit above that for Thursday. We're expecting those temperatures to really bump up into the mid-30s in the afternoon with a chance for a wintry mix as well, but most of that precipitation will be snow with temperatures below freezing throughout the morning into the evening. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday still below average, but we will see some mid to upper 20s going into the weekend, and cold temperatures follow into next week, Monday and Tuesday, only looking to be in those mid to upper teens then. Winds out there from the southwest right now, a little breezy. We're seeing 13 miles per hour here in town. Sustained, so definitely gusting near 20 miles per hour. Seeing closer to gusts near 25, because we've got 15 mile per hour sustained winds here in Bar Harbor. Same for Rockland as well. Everywhere else looks like right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some other spots still seeing a little bit of breeze, but other than that, most of the breeze is in our region. It will die down for tonight though. So some clouds out there. We're still seeing a little bit of sunshine here in Bangor, but lots of clouds to our north that are making their way in now. And we're seeing a nice push of snow just south of Presque Isle right now. Definitely could possibly pushing out an inch of snow in that region. Other than that, that's all the snow we're really going to see for today. We may see a few flurries here in Bangor as of right now, but it is going to taper off for tonight as those clouds move out of our area. So as you can see, some decently clear skies for tonight. That's why it will get cold again out there. But as we get closer into Thursday, that's when we're expecting a lot more snow making its way in, especially early in the morning. Right around 5 a.m. is when we expect most of this snow to arrive here in the Bangor. It will have already arrived in the southwestern portion of the state as we continue on. As you can see, temperatures we're expecting to reach into the mid-30s, so there is that chance for a little bit of wintry mix here in our region, especially along the coastline. That's where we can definitely expect some freezing rain and some rain, but other than that, most of the precipitation will be snow for our area. Lows tonight, though, 6 degrees below zero with those decreasing clouds. Winds are going to be light as well. Tomorrow, we're going to be mostly sunny, but temperatures below average. Highs only topping out right around 21 degrees. Taking a look at our extended forecast, we are expecting a wintry mix Thursday, especially in the afternoon, but most of that precipitation will be snow. We will see 23 degrees, mostly sunny skies on Valentine's Day, and the next chance for snow will be Sunday with highs in the mid to upper 20s. Beth and Devin.
Alrighty, thank you, Chase.
Still more to come after the break.
With winter here, you'll want to feel safe on the road. So take action by heading to your Toyota all-wheel drive headquarters for a Washington's Birthday Sales event. College students and recent grads could get a $500 rebate over and above most other offers. Toyota, let's go places.
Save thousands on your new garage doors during the double rebate event at PDQ Door. Choose from several beautiful Clopay garage doors and get up to a $250 online rebate, and PDQ Door will instantly double it to save you $500. Buy 4 garage doors and get up to $1,000 in rebates, and PDQ Door will instantly double it to save you $2,000. Find a door you adore during our double rebate event for a limited time only.
What's happening at the Penobscot Ice Arena?
Youth hockey leagues. Public skating. Stick and puck. Birthday party.
Adult hockey leagues.
Frozen Friday laser light skate.
Lace up your skates today at Penobscot Ice Arena in Brewer. For more info, visit penobscoticearena.org.
Orno Arcade has expanded, and we have dozens of new games to play. We have prize machines, including an entire section dedicated to your favorite modern games. We have games from the 80s and games from the 90s. Plus, we have the largest selection of indie arcade games in the country, along with 9-hole blacklight mini golf. We also have a brand new birthday party room. Hey, we have it all. Come on up to Orno and experience one of the most unique family entertainment centers in Maine.
Scudic and Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit scudicandbloom.com or call 844.
Welcome back. More grocery stores are putting a purchasing limit on eggs. Kroger confirmed that some banner divisions are limiting egg sales at stores where limits are in place. The company is asking customers to only buy 2 dozen eggs per trip. Whole Foods posted signs on its shelves notifying customers they can only buy 3 cartons of eggs at one time. Companies started imposing limits on the product as the shortage caused by outbreaks of bird flu persists. Trader Joe's told Fox Business on Monday it's limiting egg purchases to 1 dozen per customer per day. The limit applies to every Trader Joe's grocery store in the U.S.
Meanwhile, a new update for Apple devices addresses a potential security issue. The company says iOS 18.3.1 patches an exploit that could allow hackers to access data even when a device is locked. The patch is for Apple's USB restricted mode, which is meant to prevent attempts to bypass a device's passcode and encryption safeguards. Apple says some hackers may have used the exploit in a, quote, extremely sophisticated attack on specific individuals.
Google Maps has made changes to what it displays over the body of water between the U.S. and Mexico. Users in the U.S. will now see the Gulf of America as the body of water spanning from Florida to Mexico. But the change is not being made universally. Google says anyone in Mexico on the Maps app will still see it as the Gulf of Mexico, while users around the world will see both names. The change follows President Donald Trump's proclamation to rename the body of water as the Gulf of America. Google says it made the change to adhere to its practice of complying with government names. The company also says when names vary by country, the official local name will be visible.
Well, today the College of the Atlantic held its annual Day of Giving, a 24-hour celebration and fundraising event. Our Alex Schley tells us how the money raised will help hundreds of students.
Tuesday marked the 13th annual Day of Giving at the College of the Atlantic.
It's our big fundraiser day of the year in which we come together as a community here on campus, here on Mount Desert Island, and we connect to our alumni and friends across the globe, and we raise money.
As part of the Day of Giving, school officials host a 24-hour challenge, kicking off at midnight with a celebration on the South Lawn. Student, alumni, and faculty will be circling in and out all day, warming up by the fire and enjoying a variety of games from hockey to cornhole. This year, the goal is to raise $100,000. And if they hit their mark, 6 donors have teamed up and pledged to donate an additional $150,000.
The funds go to students, so about 85% of our students receive financial aid. We also have a really robust work-study program, so our funding goes to help support students in their education.
The money raised on the Day of Giving makes it possible for students like senior Mustafa Korzum to attend the College of the Atlantic.
I'm an international student. I'm from Syria, and I got the opportunity to be a Davis Scholar, to come here on a full scholarship and pursue my education here.
Korzum says his education at COA has opened a world of opportunities.
Didn't really know what to do, and then I applied to COA and I got it. At the time, we were having a war, so going back home is not really an option.
After graduation, Korzum hopes to pursue a career in medicine. For more information on the College of the Atlantic or to donate, go to our website, foxbangor.com. In Bar Harbor, I'm Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, in school, there are required classes students must take like math and science, and then there are electives for them to choose from like art and theater. As Jody Hersey tells us, one local high school has kids lining up to join a particular class that's music to their ears.
The sunny Caribbean seems like a stark contrast from snowy Maine this time of year, but not for the students at Herman High School. These students are all part of the school's Steel Pans Drum Band, a class that's run by teacher John Coleman.
It's really easy to pick up. You don't have to have any musical experience whatsoever. And a lot of kids who have never played an instrument will come in and just have instant success with it.
Steel pan music originated in the Caribbean islands of Trinidad and Tobago. The music is catchy and infectious. It's a sound high school junior Fletcher Oxley can't get out of his head.
Well, freshman year, during orientation, we saw them playing. And my mom teaches here, and years ago, I saw them playing. So I knew I was going to take it. And then freshman year, I don't know, fell in love with it, enjoyed it a lot.
Mr. Coleman says just under 150 students, or a quarter of those enrolled at Herman High, participate in his class. It is freshman Claire Tardif's favorite part of her school day.
I think more schools should come up with pans classes and stuff, because it's the only school that I've heard that has it so far. And Mr. Coleman's a great teacher because he's very funny and energetic and just makes us fast learners too, because he makes it easier.
A teacher whose class students say is helping them hit all the right notes. In Herman, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Yeah, infectious indeed.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
Loving this.
How much do you love that? It almost lifts you out of the Arctic blast we've been immersed in for weeks now, but I would have been all over that class.
Almost.
I mean, I was a band kid anyway.
Yeah.
So I would have jumped all over that opportunity.
No,
How fantastic that they get to do that.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Transports you right to the islands,
Oh,
I must say. All right. I think many of us wish we were there anyway. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks, from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Have a great night.
And for more of your local news, you can join us over on Fox 22 News Tonight at 6:30.
agencies caught in the crosshairs.
No.
You didn't. You didn't pay it.
Yes, I did,
Just
Your Honor.
a second. Just a second. That's what you wrote in here. She sold my storage shed to my daughter for $75. She knew she was buying property that wasn't my daughter's to sell. And LaDonna was ordered to give back my shed. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Judgment on the counterclaim for $75. You get your money back. Your claim is dismissed. We're done. Goodbye.
Eyes are excused. You may step out. Excuse me.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
How can you play on my child? I mean, she has a drug problem.
When she approached me in sound mind. I would never prey on anyone.
Why would somebody play on my child's addiction to try to go to them to sell something that didn't belong to her when she was in withdrawal? She needed the money.
I want to say I'm sorry, that she feels the way she does.
I want an apology to my child. I want an apology to my child. I don't care about me.
If it was my own child, I wouldn't want it to happen to them, but when she sold me the building, she was in sound mind.
Apologize to my child. You don't prey on my child.
But I would never prey on anyone.
Don't do this to my child. She's my child. She's my child.
Coming up, the supplemental budget has advanced in the Maine legislature despite Republican opposition.
Plus, in national news, a bird flu infection reported in Nevada could be a sign the virus is mutating and could soon infect more humans.
And the Greater Bangor Association of Realtors donates tens of thousands of dollars to local nonprofits. We'll have those stories and more just ahead.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
A budget battle is shaping up in the Maine legislature. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. Democrats advanced a supplemental budget today despite Republican opposition. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the story.
We're not going to be passing a two-thirds budget today. I just want to get that out on the record.
Senate Republican leader Trey Stewart is talking about the governor's supplemental budget, which passed the Appropriations Committee last week with unanimous support of those present.